Hi, and welcome to You, Me, Web3. I'd like to talk about the announcement made yesterday by OpenAI about the launch of their own app store. So let's dive in first and say, what is an app store and what does it do? The best analogy to look at is probably the App Store by Apple. As we all remember, back in 2008, Apple launched their App Store with just about 500 applications, which today has grown to an App Store of about 2 million applications. Just had to think about the right number, which have generated a total of more than $1 trillion in revenues. Let that sink in. $1 trillion. That corresponds or is actually larger than the GDP of countries, the annual GDP of countries like the Netherlands or Turkey or Switzerland. It's huge. What does that mean for us as consumers? Well, for us consumers, it means we will have access to tremendously powerful GPTs, which we can use in our daily lives. And if you use them, we can benefit from them disproportionately. And in order not to fall behind the race in the next 2 to 3 years, I strongly encourage you, if you have not experimented with ChatGPT and the likes, start today. You need to understand how this ecosystem works because it will make your life so much easier and you will not fall behind in the race. What does that mean for developers? Well, for developers, AI is becoming a rat race, in my opinion. And what that means is everyone, not just hackers, can create their own GPTs going forward. So we will see an explosion in numbers of GPTs, completely untethered. What do I mean by that? I mean by that, OpenAI will not have to sell hardware to make their GPTs accessible. Keep in mind, Apple had to sell iPhones, 2008, maybe 10, 12 million iPhones, for people who then only could download the apps. With GPT, everyone can use them. And that's the craziness about it. This will just explode and go through the roof. I know there's also questions about, well, what happens to the quality? And the truth is, with the explosion of numbers, it will be hard to maintain quality, even though OpenAI has pledged to do so. But we will see a lot more opportunity in the App Store. What does that mean for companies? If your company is looking at this space, well, good news. You will have a lot of GPTs to look at and integrate in your business models. You can create GPTs almost on the fly to solve certain problems in your company. So if you're up for it, and if you have sort of like a company set up along the lines of the composable enterprise, you will be able to reformulate your business model very quickly and benefit from these trends. However, I think there's also drawbacks in there, which I should mention. I think for many IT departments, it will become quite a challenge to keep up with it because think about it. Your employees will be able to use GPTs and will be able to feed it with your company data. And the last thing we want as a company is our private data to go out to a third party. And that to control in itself will be a challenge. So what do you think? Is the announcement of an app store for GPT a huge thing? Do you think it is beneficial? Do you think it has a lot of risks? Please like and comment below. And if you want, drop me a line. My email is mark@lab51.io. Thank you so much. Have a good day.